Hello, how are you guys doing tonight?
Fine, but cold.
Cold, very
Wh-
cold.
Where are you guys headed to?
uh,
Uh,
really, we're just riding the train because it's cold.
and our stuff was stolen. We don't have blankets, jackets, or anything. We're homeless.
What happened?
Uh, we left it at a shelter, and somebody just stole it while we was gone.
What shelter were you guys
The
in?
bridge.
The bridge. What
Yeah.
is that a pretty good facility?
No.
Facility.
I don't think so.
I've heard stories about it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
No.
just full of a den of thieves.
I've heard that.
Absolutely.
I've heard that. What kind of led you guys to homelessness?
Uh, drugs.
Substance abuse. How long have you been kind of dealing with that?
Uh, Probably about 3 years now.
3 years.
Uh-huh.
Are you guys kind of receive some type of substance abuse facility to kind of get some help, or
That's what I was doing at the bridge, and I work with my brother on the weekends sometimes, and he does no drugs. He's strictly in the church, and he lets me work for him because he knows I'm struggling. And so I went to the bridge for substance abuse, but it's a joke.
what about for you, man? What would you kind of like to express?
Well, I mean, my childhood was absolutely less than ideal. I grew up always needing something, and I didn't know what it was. And I used ethic my father instilled into me, and absolutely work was my drug of choice for many, many years. I mean, I worked two jobs even when I didn't have to, just so I wouldn't have to sit still. I'd just be so exhausted and I'd fall asleep. And I got into a position, I was a nurse, and
An
I had to take,
RN.
yes, where I had to take pain pills. And I remember the first time I took two pain pills, it was like that was what I needed my whole life. It replaced, I could work normally, sleep normally, live normally, and it turned into a raging addiction that took over my life. It took everything I had. I lost my nursing license, my income, my house, my car, my husband, my daughter, everything. And I actually ended up going to prison for 2.5 years. And when I got out, I just didn't have anywhere to go. And so here I am.
So you're kind of starting from square one again.
Absolutely from scratch.
What medication was that you got addicted to?
Originally, the first time I took it was Lortabs, and it
Is
escalated to OxyContin, Dilaudid, all those.
are those downers?
No, they're well for some people they are, but they're opiates, and for me they was absolutely euphoric uppers.
Oh, it kind of gave you like a mushroom effect.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sure you kind of regret even
Oh, absolutely.
going down that path.
If I could go back in time and do one thing different, I would not take those two pills the first time.
Where's your daughter?
She's living with her dad.
How old is she?
She's 15.
Okay, you have a teenager.
Yes.
Are you guys kind of talking, or
Yes.
okay? I'm sure she wants to see her mom get better.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Um, is there anything that you would kind of like to, if a woman was watching you and you could encourage her, what would you like to tell her so she wouldn't have to go down the same path that you did?
Probably the most important thing is if you want to change who you are, you have to change what you do. And you have to motivate yourself. You cannot
You
count
may
on,
have to talk a little
I'm
bit
sorry.
louder.
You have to motivate yourself. You cannot count on your surroundings to motivate you. Even when you feel bad, you have to get up and do what you got to do anyway. And if you keep on doing that, no matter how hard it does get better. No matter what, it does get better. It may take a while, and like I said, it's hard, but it does get better
It does get
if
better.
you just do it. Like
Just
Nike says, just do it. And sometimes medication helps. You need legitimate medication. Some people need those after addiction.
yeah. If you would like to encourage somebody that's watching this, what would you like to tell them?
Just don't do the drugs. Don't do the drugs. Stay off the drugs, and try to get a job and just do everything the right way instead of doing it the wrong way.
Is it kind of important the type of people you hang around too?
Exactly.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Uh, I would like to have more friends that actually go to church and stuff, and have jobs, and really trying to do it the right way.
Because it kind of motivates you to want to do it the right way as
Right.
well.
Like last night, some youngsters came by. We were sleeping out on the front porch of a church, and they came by just to talk and share the Bible and try to figure out what we were all about, and they encouraged the crap out of me. I mean, they were young and they were going around on the street in a pouring rain last night and just talking about God and the Bible and some of the things that they do, and I envied all of them.
And then you see me again tonight, which is the second time. So that's definitely a
Exactly. Kind of
sign.
like an old man.
It's definitely a sign for you guys. So the Lord is reaching out to you. And he wants you to know that it doesn't matter what type of situation you're in. It doesn't matter how at the bottom or the low podium toe that you think you are. As long as you have him, your whole life can change. You just have to stay dedicated and consistent with him.
Like she said, it will get better. It's going to get better.
Yeah, you with him, you have to move forward.
Right.
Absolutely. You cannot stagnate.
All right.
You have to do something positive every day. And one more thing, in all walks of life, there are addicts. As a nurse and in college, I met professors, doctors, other nurses, and there are just as many addicts up there as there is down here in the homeless population. Just as many, and for the same reasons.
They're just well kept and they're
Absolutely.
functional addicts.
Yes.
Thank you for shining that light, because a lot of people that are kind of up with that had like lawyers, doctors, millionaires, they kind of look at certain people a certain type of way as if they're better than other people, which I
Exactly.
don't like.
Right.
And
Me either.
And they feel like
They're
what
entitled.
they're doing is wrong. What we're doing,
Exactly.
the same thing, is wrong.
And it's the
'Cause we
same
don't function
exact
as
thing.
well.
Addiction
Because
is addiction.
the outer appearance looks better,
Right.
but the inside is just the same.
Exactly.
thing.
It's like a pretty box and filled with poop. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're just expressing yourself. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, guys. I want to coach you on something really quick, on things that are unseen but still is there. I want to say that the lady said that there are all addicts. So just because you're homeless, it doesn't necessarily mean you are an addict. And just because you are at a high standard as far as income does not mean you're an addict. There are addicts all over the world that have money and that don't have money. Addiction is spiritual. It doesn't care who it possesses. It just wants a body so that it can function.